now off the turn of Marshall Hurd.
Like you said, top two finishers move on into the Speed Showcase. You talked about Stuart Friesen right now. He's up into the 6th spot. I remember this very vividly. Last year at the final show of the Short Track Super Series at the Georgetown Speedway, Stuart Friesen had to do the same exact thing. He was in a truck on Friday night, missed his qualifying night, had to go to the rear of the field in the B main, qualified through there, and then we had a one hell of a finish at the end of the night.
Yes, we did. It was a photo finish. Right now, Friesen getting by McGannon, getting by his wife Jessica, going by Ryan Krachin, now moving up, and he'll try to put some pressure on the 39 of Casey Coffey. Meanwhile, Tyler Series got the lead, 53 of Guler, still running in 2nd spot. Marshall Hurd's got 3rd, then Coffey, then Friesen down the back. Remember, in addition to the 28 qualifiers, we'll take 2 provisionals. The top highest drivers in Short Track Super Series New Jersey Quality Drywall points from 2024, the final point standings. The highest 2 that don't qualify will be added to the field. Meanwhile, Friesen continues his jaunt through the field now as he goes by Coffey. He's up to position 4 halfway.
Time is running out, though. Twin Sticks is in the air just 2 more times around. Can Stuart Friesen at least get up to 2nd, the transfer? But meanwhile, Mike Guler starting to pressure the leader of Tyler Seary in the turns number 3 and 4. They are going to see the white flag this time brought to you by Barron's Performance.
We've got the Barron's Performance Warehouse white flag, 1 lap to go into the turn. Seary being chased by Guler. Marshall Hurd still 3rd, and Friesen's running in 4th spot now as we complete the final lap of Consi 1.
Off of 4. Joe Chris waving the Sunoco checker flag, and winning B main number 1 is going to be Tyler Seary, and finishing in 2nd, that final transfer spot, the 53 of Mike Guler.
So there you have it. Tyler Seary picks up the win in Consolation number 1, followed by the 53 of Mike Guler. Marshall Hurd, Stuart Friesen, and Casey Coffey were the next ones across the line, but we've got Seary and Guler advancing. Remember, we took 8 cars out of the 3 qualifiers, the 3 15-lap qualifiers last night. That was 24 cars, so we'll take 2 out of each consi. That'll be 26, 28, and the 2 provisionals. Stuart Friesen was 8th in Short Track Super Series South Region points last year. I would believe he should be eligible for a provisional. All right, here's the lineup for consi number 2. Pole position from the Shannock Station, New Jersey, the 20C Cole Stengel, and alongside driving in the Bridge Marketing 1J, Danny Creedon out of Wurtsboro. Second row inside, the 27 TVD Tanner Van Doren out of Schnecksville, Pennsylvania. And alongside out of Fulton, New York, the 99 Leighton Larry White. Second, make that the 3rd row on the inside, driving out of Walden, New York. And the 4 will be Anthony Perego alongside the 7MM from Baldwinsville, New York, double M, Michael Maresca. 4th row to the inside will be the 1 of Tyler Johnston from Napanock, New York, and alongside out of Waterford, New York, the 23C Tommy D'Angelo.
And also, we have a special guest inside the John Schaefer Dodge Pace Truck, our first junior fan of the night, Dalton Seitzinger, getting a ride in the John Schaefer Dodge Pace Truck. When he's done there, he's going to go meet Joe Chris, chief starter of STSS, and wave the green flag, and also get a free hot dog and drink, courtesy from our friends at Packers Concessions.
Awesome.
Hey, Jeff, real quick, I just wanted to touch on those provisionals. Anthony Perego and Stuart Friesen, the 2 in line for them. If Perego's able to come through the field, which it doesn't look like he's going to try to, Ryan Krachin would have got the other one, but Perego looks like he's going to rely on that provisional.
Yes, he had motor issues yesterday. Looks like they've got another car out there. He was scheduled to start in the 5th spot. He's just going to take some practice laps. Here we go. Consi number 2. Leighton Larry.
A little bit of contact there. Off of corner number 2, they're starting to straighten it out. As you remember, top 2 finishers out of this B main will go into this afternoon's Speed Showcase. As coming down to complete lap number 1, given to the 20C at Cole Stengel, but we'll keep our eye on the battle for the runner-up spot between Larry White and Michael Maresca.
Stengel leading the way, White then Maresca into the turn. Maresca yesterday was easily in a qualifying spot. I believe he had a redraw spot, and he was leading his qualifying event for a while, had electrical issues knocking him out of his heat race, and he's now trying to get by Larry White. Meanwhile, while they battle for second spot, Cole Stengel is slowly inching away.
Remember Michael Maresca, he was fastest in dirt draft hot laps as he peeks to the inside of Larry White once again. But you know these great veteran drivers are going to lean on each other pretty hard during this B main, and Michael Maresca is throwing everything he got, including the kitchen sink, at Larry White to try to transfer on into the A main.
Two young veterans, Larry White and Michael Maresca, going at it tooth and nail. Maresca now losing ground a little bit as he's searching low, high, middle, trying to find a way past Larry White. Cole Stengel, the young man out of Neshannock Station, New Jersey, a super successful and accomplished wrestler in high school. He is very, very good as a wrestler. He's now got a heavy right foot, and he is pulling away from the rest of the field.
Last time he had a 1.2 lead. This time he has increased it to 1.1 seconds. So Cole Stengel is absolutely flying around here at the Speed Palace. But still, Michael Maresca's in third. He'll look to the inside. Ooh, close racing. Maresca a little sideways there off of corner number 4. He'll slow down his momentum, but does 2 more times around.
He almost slid into the side of Larry White, but hit the binder, so he would not do that, and that got him crossed up a little bit, and it cost him some real estate. Larry still second, Michael third, Tanner Van Doren fourth, Tyler Johnston fifth, followed by Tommy D'Angelo, Barron's Performance Warehouse, white flag, 1 to go.
And here comes Michael Maresca with another run on Larry White for that final transfer spot. But Cole Stengel, he has a lead to 1.8 seconds. He'll make his way into corners number 3, 4, and he will see the Sunoco checker flag and win B main number 2. As we will look at the finish here for second, give it to the 99L Larry White. He will transfer into the A main.
Consolation number 2 complete for the New Jersey Quality Drywall South Region Modifieds. 20C Cole Stengel, the young man, taking the victory. Cole Stengel, the 20C, and runner-up the 99L Larry White. They go to the main event, the Speed Showcase 60. So modified qualifying is completed, and they are set for their 60-lap feature, and it looks like Anthony Perego and Stuart Friesen. Perego was second in South Region points, and Friesen was 8th in points last year. They will get the provisional for the 60-lap modified feature. 2 consolations now for the Sportsman. The Belmont's Garage South Region Sportsman. Lineup for Consi 1. Driving in Haley's Automotive, Westner Hauling, number 59K. That's Dakota Kohler outside front row. The Ted's Body Shop 67W, Zach Welch. Row number 2 on the inside. We'll find the Alamos Paving number 9 of Jesse Leiby. Alongside of him will be the Minetti Attorneys United Pump and Tank 3J Joe Judge. Row number 3 to the inside. We'll find the 44. That's the MMR Racing WKC 44 of Zach Zabatka. And alongside in the Red Robin number 88 is Steven Smith. Row number 4 to the inside, driving the Wilhelm's Northeast Anthracite 22 Mike Schneck Jr. Alongside of him, the Ohio Logistics 06 Tim Guild. 5th row to the inside, driving car number 58 is Logan Lockhart. That is the Classic Inc. Lockhart Raceway number 58. Alongside of him, driving the 78 is Steven Windsor. He's in the Windsor Motorsports entry. Row number 6 inside, the Bittner Automotive 89 is Mike Toth. And alongside of Mike Toth, driving in the 16C is the CW Trucking entry of Charlie Weslowski. Charlie Weslowski out of Warwick, New York. Row 7 in the inside, driving out of Shodak Landing, New York. Driving car number 2, the Upstate Utilities entry of Mike Block. Alongside of him, the Madsen Overhead Doors number 89 from Spencertown, New York. That's Dylan Madsen. And the final starting spot, the Onyx Industries 42, Daryl Nutting out of Malta, New York.
And we see our junior fan of the night, Dalton Seitzinger, up with Joe Christ on the flag stand right now. Brad Strasser, this is a great thing we have coming back here to Port Royal Speedway, which is the junior fan of the night, which we are going to have all season long.
Yeah, very excited to see it back. It's awesome to see these kids get up on the flag stand and wave the green flag for these races. Packers Concessions coming on to support to help give them a hot dog and a drink. And then Central Juniata EMS also providing, putting up some money, gets them a $10 voucher to get from Packers Concessions as well. So if the hot dog's not enough, they can get some French fries or a slice of pizza or more here. So glad to see it back and help to support the future generation of racing here at Port Royal.
Thank you, Brad Strasser. As the caution lights are out here at the Port Royal Speedway, we're looking to come to green. B main number 1 for the Sportsmen. They come to the Sunoco start zone. We are underway.
Look at that. Nice job there. Green is out. Sunoco starting zone. We got the greet from our junior fan of the night, and we're underway. Consi number 1 for the Belmont's Garage South Region Sportsman. Dakota Kohler's got the lead down the backstretch.
Kohler leads them into turns number 3 and 4. Remember, top 2 finishers out of these B main as well move on into the Speed Showcase. Right now in that second spot is going to be Zach Sabaka in 44 as cars side by side there in turn 2 for 4th.
Yeah, good battle there. As we termed it last night during the qualifiers, a hornet's nest right now going on for position back there, but they've got a ways to go with only 2 transferring right now. Zach Welch battling hard here down the front straightaway with Joe Judge. They're followed by the 58 of Lockhart into the turn. Lockhart being chased by Windsor and the 88 of Stephen Smith III.
Come around to see 5 laps to go. Stephen Windsor trying to get by Logan Lockhart to break into the top 5, but remember, top 2 move on into the A main event coming up here in a little bit, but now we have a battle shaping up once again for that 3rd position.
Another driver we need to mention, we talked about a couple of modified guys who had troubles yesterday and tried to work their way from the back. Mike Maresca, Anthony Perego, or Stuart Friesen. It's Dylan Madsen in the 89. He had throttle linkage problems. He was running very well. Went to the pits, fixed it, came back out, passed several cars, broke again, dropped out. He had to start last year in this Consi. He's already gotten past 3 or 4 cars, but time is running out for him to reach the top 2.
Yeah, we'll have 3 laps to go this time by. It's still all Dakota Kohler in 59K, still in that final transfer spot in second. Zach Sabaka. There you see Zach Welch, Joe Judge, and Logan Lockhart rounding out the top 5.
Working around this time, 2-lap signal. Dakota Kohler out of the turn. He had a Grandview win last season in the 59K, being chased by Zach Zabaka. He had a boatload of wins last year. He had several different tracks he was a winner at in Central New York. Zach in a different car this weekend, not the car he normally drives. He's running in the number 2 spot. Those 2 have pulled away. It's still Judge battling with Zach Welch.
We will see the exotic brand white flag one more time around here in B main number 1 for the Sportsman division. Still, it's all Dakota Kohler in this one. He has a 2.2 second lead over the field as he will make his way into turn number 4 for the final time.
Sunoco checkered flag coming up at the top of the chute. Your leader and winner will be Dakota Kohler in the 59. Runner-up will be Zach Sabaka. They'll go to the main event, followed by Welch, Judge, Lockhart, Windsor, and Madsen. Then Smith, Toth, Guild, and Block. So Consolation number 1 is complete. The 59K of Dakota Kohler taking the win, followed by the 44 of Zach Sabatka. Consolation number 2 will roll trackside for the Belmont's Garage South Region Sportsman. Lining up this way, pole position, the Atkins Materials 15, Scotty Hitchens alongside of him. Open wheel driver running stock cars this weekend, the Loose Screw Racing 22, J. Eric Jennings. Second row to the inside, the Ingram Engines 21C, Brian Calabrese alongside of him. The 3C Graphics, King Brothers Concrete 165, Karsten King. Row 3 to the inside, the Carroll's Tree Service 74, Jack Sion alongside the Jocks Automotive 03, Joshua Jock. Row 4 to the inside, driving the M&M Trailer Repair, BW Electric 59 is Tom Moore Jr. Alongside of him, the Advanced Auto Parts Klein Motorsports number 56, Doug Klein. Row number 5 to the inside, driving the Yoakum Drywall, Garnett Auto Group, number 7, Brett Gilmore, and alongside of him, the English Construction 711 is Todd English out of Clearfield, Pennsylvania. Row number 6 to the inside, driving out of Gilbertsville. The Springfield meets 28, Brian Rhodes, and alongside, out of Bloomingburg, New York, he drives in the Fulton Well and Pump 66M, Justin Miller. Final row to the inside out of Harpersville, New York, in the number 78, that's the Austin Farm entry of Eric Windsor. And the final starting spot, the Bobcat of Hamilton, number 72, from St. Catharines, Ontario, that's James Friesen. So that's your second consolation lineup for the Belmont's Garage Sportsman. Belmont's Garage sponsoring the South Region points for the Sportsman this 2025 season, as they have for the last couple of seasons. We thank them for doing so. New Jersey Quality Drywall, our modified South Region sponsor, and this is the opening point race for 2025 for both divisions.
So the field will come to the Sunoco start zone, and the final preliminary race of the evening is underway. Great side-by-side start there, as Scott Hitchens will jump out to the early lead. Contact throughout the field for third, as Eric Jennings will hold on to that spot down the back straightaway.
Into the turn, Scott Hitchens, a very accomplished young driver out of the state of Delaware, leading the way out of the turn for lap number 1, followed by the 21 of Calabrese. And here comes Jennings. Eric Jennings, who usually runs wingless sprint cars in New Jersey and New York, is driving a stock car, he said, for the very first time, and he's attempting to qualify. They had some bugs to work out yesterday, but he's doing quite well. Here comes Jax Yohn with a 74.
Looks to the inside of Yohn right there. Yohn cannot make that pass for that third spot. But now you can see the SRI performance caution lights on here at the Port Royal Speedway. We do have a car stopped on the bottom in the middle of corners number 3 and 4.
Hey guys, I just wanted to jump in here. Note on provisionals, Dylan Madsen is going to get one. Was third in South Region points last year. The driver to watch in this one is Jax Yohn. He's next in line for the provisional at 14th in points last year. Of course, you lose a little bit of green flag money for those provisionals, so you'd like to qualify. But Jax Yohn is the next car in line for a provisional. He's 4th right now.
Yeah, Chris Moore, will stick with you as well since you are trackside. Looks like this track slowly but surely is starting to widen out just a little bit.
Yeah, we're getting to that point again, as we talked about earlier, with the overcast clouds and just the moisture in the air. Don't know that we're going to get the slick and super wide racing surface for the cons. Well, we know we're not for the consies. We're just about done with them. But we've still got a pro stock feature to go and 60 laps for the modifieds. Plenty of time for this thing to really get widened out and get to the Port Royal Speedway that we like. Hi, Dylan. Dylan's over here listening to me.
Well, get a word with Dylan. You know,
right.
See how his weekend has been going. Has not been going in the right direction that he wants it.
Sorry, boss. I'm going to cut in front of you here. Provisional Princess, how we feeling?
Good. Now that we got the provisional, we got to see what we got now. We definitely got a good piece now. We been working. Ben's been back there tinkering away. Ian, the whole guys. So we should be good now.
I talked to your brother last night. This is the car that you totaled big time down in Florida. You got it all back together. Obviously fought the Gremlins last night, but now you got to come from the back come this feature.
Yeah, no, we've been here twice, and we started in the back both times. So we definitely know how to start in the back here. I've definitely passed a lot of cars, so hopefully we can be there at the end.
Good luck.
Thank you.
There you go, Earl. Provisional Princess, Dylan Madsen.
We also had Dylan Madsen, part of the broadcast, with us down during the Sunshine Swing. And we're hoping to get a couple more drivers to join us in the broadcast booth throughout the 2025 racing season. But, Jeff, the SRI performance caution lights are out here in B main number 2.
Yep. SRI performance caution lights coming on for Doug Klein. Klein unable to continue. They had to help him off the racetrack. So we'll restart this one with 6 laps remaining. Scott Hitchens is your leader. Brian Calabrese alongside. Right now they have the qualifying spots. Then Jennings, then Yohn, second row. Here they come.
Restart coming with 6 laps to go. See if we can stay green the rest of the way. But here comes Jax Yohn. Looks to the outside of Eric Jennings. He will make the pass for third. Can he take that final transfer spot away from Brian Calabrese?
Well, actually, Calabrese is in the lead.
Brian Calabrese was able to get the lead on that restart. Now Scott Hitchens is on the hot seat.
Yes, he is. Hitchens losing the lead to Calabrese. Calabrese moved to the outside lane and grabbed the lead on the drop of the green, and now working the outside as well as Jack Sion, the young man out of Boyertown, Pennsylvania, going by the 22 of Jennings. Jennings fighting back to the inside. Yon trying to keep the outside lane open and go after Scott Hitchens.
Jennings 22J got a little tight on him there in the center turns number 3-4. Car did not stick on the bottom and washed right up the hill. Now he's going to be challenged by Joshua Jock in the 0-3. Right there, that's a battle shaping up for the 4th position.
Off the turn, down the chute. Calabrese leading Hitchens, who was getting all kinds of heat from behind, now trying to reel back in the leader, the 21 of Brian Calabrese. Jack Sion, who was right up behind Hitchens, losing a little bit of ground. Then we got Jennings battling it out with Joshua Jock, and then a 3-car battle behind them. Karsten King, along with the 72 of James Friesen, who's now up in the marbles. That might cost him a little bit. And ahead of them is the 7-11 of Todd English. Todd was with us down at the Sunshine Swing. He's a Western PA driver.
Todd English really found some momentum in the latter half of this B main, as we'll come around to see the exotic brand white flag one more time around, but nope. The caution lights brought to you by SRI Performance come on here in B main number 2.
Yellows out for Brett Gilmore over there in turn number 2. Grandview Speedway regular having some mechanical issues right now. He's heading slowly down the backstretch. Hey, thanks to Belmont's Garage, again, our South Region Sportsman sponsor. Andy Belmont, the Langhorne business manager of the Belmont's Garage business, founded by Chick Belmont in 1965. Belmont's Garage providing general auto and truck repair service, servicing all brands of vehicles, Pennsylvania licensed RV and trailer inspection, Pennsylvania licensed motorcycle inspection, serving as a certified emergency vehicle repair center. Belmont's Garage utilizing ASC certified technicians. Belmont's Garage located on West Maple Avenue, Langhorne, Pennsylvania. Visit them on the web at belmontsgarage.com. That's belmontsgarage.com. Give them a call at 215-757-3813 or like Belmont's Garage on Facebook. Thanks also to Madsen Overhead Doors, our North Region Sportsman sponsor. They're located in Spencertown, New York, a recognizable name for Northeast Modified Racing. Madsen Overhead Doors has been family-owned and operated for 4 generations since 1954. They're offering residential, commercial, industrial, and loading dock equipment along with all garage door needs. A fleet of 18 sales, service, and installation trucks are equipped daily for installations and service. Madsen Overhead Doors, located on State Route 203 in Spencertown, New York, can be found on the web at MadsenOverheadDoors.com or reached by phone at 518-392-3883.
Engines come back to life here in the final B main of the afternoon. The safety truck made an appearance here on the front straightaway to retrieve some debris that Brett Gilmore put down here on the front straightaway. But contact there all throughout the field. These guys definitely know what's at stake. It's still, we're going to see the exotic brand white flag. Things are getting wild there in turn 4.
Todd English, the 7-11, has been trying to slice his way through the field. He's slowly doing so. He started back in the 10th position. He's in 7th now. Almost had a spot there from James Friesen. James now repassing English. They both chased Joshua Jock, and they are right behind the 22 of Eric Jennings.
The Sunoco checker flag is out, and Brian Calabrese will win B main number 2 in the final B main of the afternoon over Scott Hitchens. Those 2 drivers will move on to this afternoon's speed showcase.
So the checkered flag falling after the exotic brand white flag. We get the Sunoco checkered flag for the 21C of Brian Calabrese. The 15 of Scott Hitchens will also be a qualifier. They are followed by the 74 Jack Jones, the 22 Eric Jennings, and the 03 Joshua Jock. So 2 cars from Consi 1, Dakota Kohler and Zach Sabatka. Consi 2, Brian Calabrese, and the 15 of Scott Hitchens are your final qualifiers. We took 6 out of 4 qualifying heat races yesterday. That's 24, 2 out of each Consi, 26, 28, and we'll take 2 provisionals, giving us 30 starters for our 40-lap Speed Showcase Sportsman Championship. Next up will be our Pro Stock Championship, $12.50 to win, and here's the way they will go to the post. Our first of 3 features here at Port Royal Speedway, the Speed Palace for the Speed Showcase weekend. Pole position after our redraw out of Johnstown, the 715 Jason Morrison, alongside out of Troy, New York, the 110 Devin Kamengay. Second row to the inside from Gatineau, Quebec, the 72G Dennis Gouvreau. And alongside the 177 out of Hillsdale, New York, was Christopher Stockard. Row 3 to the inside from Middleburg, New York, the 96 Andy Graves. And alongside from Gloversville, New York, the 2H Luke Horning. Fourth row out of Gloversville, New York, the 6 Shane Playford. Alongside from Plenegat, Ontario, the number 8 Mark Lalonde. Row 5 to the inside from West Winfield, New York, the 35. That's the Fonda Speedway champion. The 35 is